What's up, Internet? How are you guys doing today? My name is Josh, and welcome to Little Eagle Gaming. Today, we're going to go over my personal top 5 building locations on the island. As we approach location number 5 on my list, you'll probably, if you've been a follower on the channel for some time, you'll probably recognize this as my Season 3 location. And during that season, I actually built a skull castle, so please go check it out. Anyway, this is the Herbivore Island. It's located down here on the southeasternmost corner of the map. It's at 83.6, 84.6, according to my GPS right here. And the reason why I like this particular island is because it's off the map. It's off the mainland portion. It's an attractive aesthetic location. It's good for PvP if you're willing to make the travel all the way towards the center of the map in order to get the high grade resources. So with that in mind, let's head on over to our next location. Location number 4 on our list is actually the entirety of the Redwood biome. I have yet to see very many people put up Let's Plays or PvP raids where they are the defending tribe off of a Redwood platform. And it just intrigues me, and I think one of these days I'm going to have to start a series where I am doing PvP, and the sole purpose of my life is to build a treehouse and survive in it. So the entirety of the Redwood biome can be found here on that center little island bit of the map. The GPS, as you see it, is not going to be the most perfect because it is a large biome on the map. So the reason why I like it outside of it being aesthetic is, like I said, the challenge of the limited number of other YouTubers who have done PvP type builds within this area. Let's move on to location number 3. Location number 3 resides within the snow biome, and I really do enjoy the snow biome for the added defense capabilities that it adds for the PvP side of things. If you are building out here, the number one thing that anybody who wants to assault you, the number one thing that they have to focus on is increasing their fortitude and wearing fur armor. This location in particular is at 11 and 9.5. It is on the northwesternmost corner of the map. It is the reason why I like this, and if you guys follow Loverfellow, you'll actually see his Patreon server he's building on this particular ridge. It's hard to assault because you have to come in via air, and that's actually a pretty common tactic on the island, is to come in via air and drop in turtles to soak up bullets and everything. The other aspect to this, though, is you have to be able to come across the ocean here, and if you wanted to bring any type of land dinos. So if you were to build up here a large defense-minded base made out of metal and everything, and then down here actually store the majority of your resources and also defend this area, it would be very hard for enemies to assault you. It's probably one of the most intriguing locations for me, because it seems as if Studio Wildcard, when they created the snow biome, it seems as if they made these little spots out here, these little icebergs. It seems as if they made them for the express purpose of PvP. And you can probably see why. The entirety of the snow biome itself is an intriguing location to build for any type of PvP, because, like I said, that added weather element makes it hard for would-be attackers to prepare properly. Location number 2 on the list is actually what a lot of people refer to as Stonehenge. It's down here on the southernmost point of the island. There's not a lot of advanced resources. There's not much metal. There's not much crystal and obsidian, those kind of things. But one of the things that I really do enjoy about this location is its inability to be raided effectively. It it lends itself to a much tougher raid, but it's also very aesthetically pleasing. If you were here to build for PvE or PvP, this location in and of itself is extremely attractive. It's going to afford a lot of defense capabilities, and it's also going to afford a lot of aesthetic capabilities to really anybody who wants to build here. Location number 1 on my list, as far as PvP goes, would probably have to be the volcano. And everybody knows where the volcano is at. Everybody knows how to get there. They understand that, it's up high, it's hard to get land dinos up there, it's easily defensible. However, it is also one of the largest metal spawns on the map. For PvE, I would have to say this area over here, where I built all the way back in my very first season. I tried to build a wooden fort on this ridge right here. I really enjoy the design of this area, the split of the land, all of this. This is located at about 25.9, 65.3, and it is right across from the Hidden Oasis. And the Hidden Oasis also deserves to be mentioned because, like I said, this area feels as if it was hand created by Studio Wildcard to be a PvE location. Look at how attractive this area is. Look at how beautiful it is. Just enjoy this. It is also located at about 23 and 69.6. And for the third and final location that I would consider a tie for spot number 1 is going to be Carno Island. A lot of alpha tribes build over here in PvP, and it's easy to see why. It's one of the most dangerous spots on the map. It's not very heavy in resources, which means that when you do build over here, you're not blocking much of anybody else on the map in terms of the resources that they can get. It is up here on the northeasternmost point of the island at around that 16 and 84 mark. A lot of people build up here. There's also a cave over here. So if you're up for that extra challenge, you could go into the cave and, get the artifact, or you have the ability to basically block that cave off or attempt to block that cave off and initiate a bit more PvP, depending on how much of a asshole you want to be in PvP. You can set up things to basically make other players kill or destroy your structures, and then use that as a reason to attack other players. I'm not saying that I like that or that I condone that behavior. I just know that a lot of people do that. So, what do you guys think of these build locations? What do you guys think of the finer points that we've talked about here today? Let me know, what do you like as far as building in Ark? Are you a PvE or a PvP player? And when we talk about PvP, and if you know anything about this channel, I've been predominantly a PvE player with a little bit of consideration to the PvPers out there. So knowing that I'm a PvE player and I generally look for spots that are a little bit more attractive to the eye before I build, what do you guys think of my picks for the top PvP locations in this list? I know it was a mix. I know there was a little bit of PvE mixed in with some PvP, and I talked about the benefits of having a PvP build in a PvE location and that kind of stuff. As always, guys, drop those comments down below. I love to hear from you. Later. Hey, before you all go, I just wanted to take a moment to remind you that you can find me on social media, support me on Patreon, and subscribe here for more videos. Also, please don't forget to smack that like button if you like the video, and comment down below. Come be a part of the family.